Hi everyone, welcome back to my YouTube channel, Mrs. Smith 88. Today I wanted to do a little bit of a tutorial for you guys, and this is how I melt my candles and turn them into tarts. So I have a few candles that were either not good burners or just candles that I have laying around that I rather melt than burn, and it was kind of a pain in the butt to cut them up with a knife. So I'm like, you know what, I'm gonna melt them down, I'm gonna turn them into tarts, and I'm gonna go ahead and do a video on how I do it. So I have already melted down one candle. I've already poured it, and I'm like, you know what, I should have did a video to show everyone how I do this. So I simply put a pot on my stove, little less than half full. I let it come to a boil, and it takes approximately 15 minutes to melt one of these 4-ounce Bath and Body Works candles. This one here is the Sweet Caramel Comfort. This is a super old candle, and I'm like, I need to use that because you know what? It's not going to last forever. Time to get it out of my collection, get it used, get it gone. So like I said, I am melting it down. It takes approximately 15 minutes. I have my stove on number 3. Then what I do is I do use silicone molds. I was able to pick my silicone molds up at the, I want to say Dollar General for $1 each. And I mean, they're totally out of season. They're Halloween themed, but I really don't care because I'm just simply making some tarts to be able to melt in my warmer and to be able to use these candles up. So I will come back to you, show you guys what this looks like when it is fully melted, and then we will begin the pour process, so hang tight. Okay everyone, so as you can see, the candle has fully melted. Like I said, I set my stove timer for 15 minutes, and I'm actually turning it off now, and my candle fully melted. I'm going to go ahead and grab a towel so I can remove the top, and then I like to transfer the wax into a solo cup. Okay, so I have my rag here. Just gonna pull that top off. It doesn't matter if this gets wet or not because this is just to remove the top. So like I said, you can see the candle did fully melt, and now I'm going to dump it into a solo cup. For the dumping process, I will say it comes in handy if you have tongs. So I'm just going to grab this hot glass with my tongs, lift it up. Solo cup is over here, and we are going to dump that right into the solo cup. Just like so. And that way it's easier to pour. And then I end up recycling my glass. So hang tight, and then I will show you how I pour my tarts. Okay, so we are over here at my pouring area. I do have my wax in my solo cup. These are my silicone molds. Like I said, I picked these up at Dollar General for $1 each right around Halloween time. I don't know if they do any other designs throughout the year. And then I keep them on top of a silicone board. And the solo cup just makes this nice and easy to pour. You want to pour slowly because you don't want to overfill your mold. So right there's 1, 2, 3. That one over poured a little bit, so it ran off onto my cutting board. That's why I do keep a cutting board below. That way I can scrape the wax off and clean it better than on my countertops. 4. My molds are a little unlevel. That's why they might end up overflowing. 5. 6. 7. 8. And now we are over onto our next mold. 9. 10. That one overflowed. 11. 12. And I think we might get maybe 2 more. 13. 14. And we're going to go for number 15, which worked out perfectly. So of the 4-ounce candle, we were able to make 15 tarts. I'm going to go ahead and let these solidify, and then we will pop them out. And then I just store them in Ziplocs with the scent on them. I know Ziplocs don't always help your tarts retain the scents, but if you're only using them short term, they work out perfectly. Like, I plan to use all these melts probably within the next week or two. So a Ziploc is perfect for me. So I will return to show you guys what they look like after I pop them out of the mold. Okay, so my tarts have solidified, as you can see. And the nice thing about these molds, they are just really easy to pop out. I flip them over on a paper towel, you press, and they pop out. So it looks like that, and then I turn around and I store them, like I said, in Ziploc bags and label them. Like, here's some black cherry merlots that I did earlier. I have some molds laid out because I'm getting ready to pour some holiday apple crisp. And this is just a way for me to use up my candles that didn't burn well, that I don't want to return. Or if I just want to melt a candle versus burning it, it is way cheaper than buying the Bath and Body Works melts because they're $4.50 each, and even when they go on sale, they're still not a good price. You're further ahead to always buy the larger candles. If you can get the 3 wicks on sale, you can even melt down the 3 wicks. I've melted down 3 wicks before. I just happen to have a bunch of like $2 sample 4-ounce candles that I got cheap. And the Black Cherry Merlot was a defunct candle that had some issues with it. And like I said, I just simply turn them into tarts and throw them into my warmer. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you guys have any questions, feel free to leave them below. Don't forget to comment, rate, and subscribe. Bye, everyone.